Hello everyone, hi, how are you? Welcome back. If you're new, my name is Erica, and y'all, I know I say this every single time. I know it's probably really annoying, but I literally cannot believe 2021 is flying as quickly as it is. I really am just stunned that I'm bringing you my July recap of my July favorites. It's just insane to me how quickly this year has gone. But we are on the cusp of my favorite season, which is fall. I am so thrilled to see that pumpkin spice is coming back. Flannels are coming back. I get to be in sweaters again and not look like a goofball because I like to wear sweaters in the summer. I just run perpetually cold. So the fact that I get to wear it and the weather suits what I'm wearing, you know, is just, it's perfect in my book. So I'm very excited for the fall season for sure. I'm happy to see summer come to a close. But with all that being said, I am bringing to you my July favorites. The first item is called a hydro chiller. It is actually at my workplace, but I actually purchased this during Amazon Prime Day, 2 days, whatever Amazon Prime thing comes on. So I believe that's in June. And I think I got it for $18 and it's usually like $21 or $22. It's not outrageously expensive. I wouldn't say I saved a ton of money during Prime, and I would buy this full price for sure. So if you are an iced coffee drinker, much like myself, this tool is a complete game changer. I have absolutely adored it. I keep it at my workplace simply because that is where I spend the majority of my week. I'm there obviously 5 days a week and I'm at my house for 2 days out of the weekends. And it's just easy and more convenient to have it at work. I would love to purchase one for my house, and I think that is something I'm going to do in the future. But for now, that is where it sits. So the hydro chiller essentially is something that you keep in your freezer. When it comes in, you are given these instructions as to how to prep it. So you're gonna fill some of the slots with water, you're going to put it in your freezer for 12 hours, and then basically you're ready to use it. And for the remainder of its lifespan, it's really truly ever stored in the freezer. That's kind of where you keep it. So that's where, again, it sits at my work right now. So anyway, what you do is you pump coffee into the centrifuge of your hydro chiller, and the point of this mechanism, this machine, is to bring down your hot liquids by like 160 degrees. So it takes your very hot coffee that you could pour over ice and essentially create like a coffee water bath, because it just basically melts the ice. It actually brings that coffee temperature down. So you're gonna swirl it for 60 seconds. You're gonna leave it sitting on the counter for about 2 minutes. I set a timer, and then you pour that coffee over ice, add your creamer or whatever the heck you add to your iced coffee, and essentially it is a perfectly chilled drink. The coffee is not so hot where when you pour it into a cup, it's melting the ice. And I have to tell y'all, this device has been a game changer for my iced coffee. I usually go to Starbucks for my iced coffee, but as you all know, or if you're new, I actually did a no spend July. I don't know if I did mention this, but if I did, again, I bought this in June. So I used it for all of July, and it truly has been an iced coffee game changer. I actually used it for tea as well. I brewed tea and I poured the tea in there, did the same like directions, and it kept my tea iced as well. So you can essentially have your iced tea in like less than 5 minutes, which is freaking awesome. I admittedly am not a very good preparer in terms of like giving myself the night before and maybe preparing a pot of coffee and leaving it in the fridge so I have that for the next day. I'm just not that type of person. So if you're like me and you're not very good at sort of doing things or prepping things ahead for yourself, this really is perfect because it just immediately brings that temperature down. You're getting a perfect cup of iced coffee, and I have just loved it. I have used it truly almost every day in the month of July, and again, I would love to put one in my house. That is definitely something that I will be doing. I will leave a link in the description box down below should you be interested. But if you're an iced coffee drinker or an iced tea drinker, I truly don't think you'll be disappointed in this device, I assure you. The second favorite on my list, and I never ever 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 thought I would say this, it's been the gym. I can't even believe the words are escaping my mouth, because I'm just gonna put it out there. Me and fitness, it's been kind of a non-linear journey. I went through a huge fitness journey back in 2016. I'll actually leave a picture. I lost about 50 pounds during this time, and it really created such a dual thing for me. I was on a high for having accomplished such a huge thing, but I actually had sort of an insecurity with food that I also gained from that. And I've kind of been working my way through that journey, and maybe one day I'll talk about it with you all. But throughout all of it, I've never really loved the gym. I am not the type of person that loves going to the gym normally. It's just not my thing. However, I have to say this, I put myself again through this no spend. So I really was limited in places that I could go. I am a person that truly loves shopping. So in order to accomplish this no spend, I really tried to stay away from places wherein I would be tempted to buy things. So that eliminated a lot of things on the list. So I would only go shopping if I truly needed something. So that left me with kind of the gym. And honest to God, I actually set myself up with workouts that I would enjoy doing. I made them so that they were quick. I've never done more than a 45-minute workout, if I go by myself. If I'm going to a boxing class, it's an hour, but I really love it. The boxing specifically has been such a mental respite for me as well. I go and I just get every frustration that I've got on my plate or what I'm feeling just out on the bag, and it's just been not only physically good for me, but mentally, therapeutically, it's just been phenomenal. So it's definitely I wouldn't say that I love fitness. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. However, I really learned through this month of basically limiting some of the things that I would generally do and having to kind of change the routine. The gym has been something that I've come to really appreciate more than I ever have, and I just feel really good for going, more so mentally than anything else. And it's just, I actually look forward to going. I don't hate it, which is a huge, it's a huge turn of events for me. It's a big feeling, and I know that may sound very silly, but I really have enjoyed going, and I really hope that I can continue on with this routine. And even that's crazy to say, to have a gym routine, because that's just generally not me. My first 2016 go around with fitness was so largely due to diet, and now I am recovering my relationship with food, in the sense that I'm trying to not see food as good or bad, it's just food. And I'm really trying to work in the gym, because I know not even just so physically but mentally for me is such a good relief. So this no spend has really pushed me in that direction, and I'm very pleased that I did it, the no spend, for just the reason of kind of finding the gym, because I really have enjoyed it. I can't tell you how many times I've signed up for the gym and I've let that membership go and I never would go. So I've really just loved the fitness game. It's been awesome. And I really do recommend trying to find somebody that also helps you to hold yourself accountable. Daria has been going with me a lot, and that helps a lot because we kind of push each other. Or if she's going to volleyball, she'll text me and go to the gym. So that's definitely helped me as well. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. I really love the gym. I don't know, I've spent a lot of time there in the month of July, and I don't hate it. And I've actually come to look forward to it. So that's a weird phenomenon for me, and I needed to share it with you all. So moving on. All right, next y'all is a grocery item. So if you did not watch my vlog from a couple weeks ago. It was like a get things done with me, a pretty normal day in my life where I went grocery shopping and I showed you what I cooked for dinner that day. I'll leave it in the description box down below should you be interested. But I made these zesty Mediterranean chicken kebabs from Aldi. So I was a little skeptical. I really was in the mood for kebabs when I bought them, so I was like, I'll give them a try. Y'all, these were so unbelievably good. Now, the instructions like did say to cook them from thawed. I cooked them from frozen because I was really impatient and I really just wanted them. I did not find an issue with it. I cooked them as instructed and they cooked up just fine. They are so tender, so flavorful, and so juicy. Like, they were phenomenal. They were very, very good. Even DJ was like, oh my gosh, this was so good. Like 10 out of 10, phenomenal. And we just really loved them. And I just love that they're super easy to make. Like, you literally like unpackage these, put them in a cookie sheet and bake them and you are done. Like, it's just so simple. And then I kind of deconstruct the vegetables that I would generally put on a kebab and I just saute them in a pan and like kind of eat them on the side. So I had this over rice with some sauteed veggies, and then these, they just were great. You get 4 in a pack. Because I like to make for dinner that night and lunch the next day, I usually buy 2 boxes at a time. This is my second round of buying these because I liked them so much. And I think 1 box was like $5. And again, the flavor is there. They're so good and they're just really tender. And I loved them. DJ loved them. So if you have an Aldi, I know Aldi tends to not be everywhere in the United States, and alongside that, they don't always sell the same things. But should you find these or happen to find these at your local Aldi, I would definitely recommend. These were phenomenal. The next thing that has made my July favorites, and one of the few things I actually bought in the month of July, is my Sarah's Day Smoochie Balm. Let's see if I can get this to focus. So you see, it's a really light pink color. And you go in and it kind of, to me, it reminds me of a Carmex sort of packaging. Obviously the color is a little prettier, but this is in the cherry vanilla scent. But I have to say, I'm actually pleasantly surprised and very pleased that it's not very scented. I actually expected to have a very big hint of that cherry vanilla, and I would honestly venture to say it's nearly unscented. At least that's for me. This one just has no smell. So if you do not know who Sarah's Day is a YouTuber. I have actually watched her for the last 4 years, I think. She is so fun. She's actually out of Australia. She is a fitness and lifestyle YouTuber, and she's got such a fun, bubbly personality, and she actually was my inspiration for joining YouTube. I just absolutely loved her. So anyway, she has come up with so many different kinds of products, whether that be, you know, fitness based, like through books. She has her own ebook. She has a recipe book. She has body stuff, a workout line. She has a whole bunch of stuff, and I've tried a lot of it. I've done her workouts. I have tried her stuff through Tropica, but this is my first time trying one of her like beauty products. Now, if you're new, you might not know that I have actually suffered from eczema since I was about 26. I'm 30 now, so I've been dealing with it for about 4 years. And right now my eczema has been pretty it's been pretty good. It hasn't flared in a while. I haven't had a lot of issues, but one of the first places I tend to see it is my lips. Like, I have it on my face, which is extremely unfortunate. So I'm very particular about my lip products. I use usually one that is my go-to, and it always will be, which is the Dr. Dan's Corda Balm. I keep that stuff stocked in my house. But I do like to try different lip products all the time. I'm always looking for something new. So I decided to give this a go because I happened to see it as an ad on Instagram. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I really wanted it. I actually have to say I really, really love it. Something Sarah's Day's products is very natural products. Like, there's like coconut oil and things like that in here. And I am so surprised how moisturized my lips stay throughout the day when I put this on. I actually find myself using less of the Dr. Dan's, or less necessary to use Dr. Dan's, because I find that to be the most hydrating for me. But this keeps my lips quite hydrated for many hours. So if you are looking for a really good all natural lip balm for sure, this would definitely be something that I would recommend to you. I have really liked it. And again, I'm so picky with my lip products, but I genuinely like this. And again, back to the scents, I was very pleased that it was really kind of unscented. I'm kind of weird about like scents for like chapsticks and things like that. I prefer more of an unscented sort of deal, and I really like this stuff a lot. So hats off, Sarah. I just genuinely enjoy your lip product, and yeah, I'm just so surprised at how like moist, and I know everybody hates that word, but just how hydrated my lips feel throughout the day. I would say it passes the E-test. It gets my stamp of approval. Getting out of the bag, y'all, is the next item on my July favorites. I'm actually so like, it's incredible that I'm even presenting this to you because I never thought. I've just like really changed up in the month of July. It kind of like struck me. Like I have developed a gym routine. I have been planning for a month. Can you believe it? So I am the type of person who is a serial planner buyer. Yes, that's it. So I buy a lot of planners simply because I am a stationery girl. I love different stationery. I love new planners, new notebooks, and I am that type of person who tends to not finish one before I get into the next. And it's just a bad habit. I'm aware. I know it's wasteful, and I know it's also very disorganized, but I happen to find this one on Amazon. This is kind of like an academic planner because I just bought it in like June, and I wanted to commit to a planner. So it's got these really nice like blocks. Let me see if it will focus. So it's got a really good like amount of room on each page, which is something I quite like. And I carry this with me all the time. And what I have been doing, and which is why I don't really want to do a planner flip through and show you how I utilize it, is that this happens to be work related as well. So I do work and personal in the same planner, and I don't like, there's like case names and things like that, and I just would rather keep that private. So I jot down my work to-dos, my personal to-dos, and I have to say that I feel so much more organized for it, and I feel very, I don't know, on top of things with it. This planner is super, super cute. Like there's just a lot of like stuff that you can do with it. It came with like stickers that again, I don't even use. Something else I like is that it's got these really fun pockets. It's got a pocket on the front too, and I just kind of slip things in there that I need. I don't even know what is. Oh, I know what this is. This is kind of a cool project that I'm hoping kind of comes out. But anyway, it's just a really nice planner. And if you're one of those people that likes to do goal tracking and things like that, I hope to maybe one day be one of those people. But for now, I'm just happy that I'm in a planner and consistently using it. This is a really nice planner to check out. It's not their only cover art. There's actually a lot of different cover arts that you can choose from. But I've committed to a planner and I am loving it. And like I said, I really like that there's a lot of space to write in all of these. And there's also like a weekly priorities on each one. Do I utilize that? No. But it's just a really nice planner. And like also like it even came with this like little tabby thing that's like make it happen, and you can kind of like keep your place in the planner. So it's been really nice. I really have loved it. I will link this planner in the description box down below. It actually happens to be quite inexpensive too. I think it was only like $8, which is also very nice. So yes, I've committed to planning in the month of July. It's been a fave, and it just really makes me feel quite productive. So would recommend. All right, y'all. So the last favorite product that I'm going to be bringing to you is this Different gel. I don't know if my camera will focus. There we go. So it's this tube of Different gel. Ironically enough, I used to be prescribed this when I was a teenager. I'm not really sure if it's the fact that it is summer and my skin is just more hydrated due to the high level of humidity in my area, what the case may be, but I have to say that I've been seeing a little bit more like acne. I don't want to call it acne. It's just definitely been spots, like pimple spots on my skin. And I actually, my girl Kathleen, if you're watching, thank you so much, yet again coming through with a perfect skin product. She recommended picking up Different. Now I do have acne patches that I like as well. However, those are only really good for when the pimple is already at its head. And if you have it in kind of a weird spot, like I sometimes will get them on my lips, the patch is not necessarily very comfortable, nor does it stay on. So she recommended Different. And again, I used this when I was a teenager. It's kind of like a spot treatment gel. And I have this massive crater on my chin that you cannot see, but I have actually been using the gel on it for the last couple days and it has significantly come down. I can feel a difference. But I have really been loving this. I actually keep it on me because I always find that it's when I'm at work that I notice these like zits that I'm like, I must put something on here to make them smaller. And I try desperately not to pick at my pimples. Like I would rather put a spot treatment on it and have it kind of take care of it rather than pick it. So it's just one of my things. Although I love to watch Dr. Pimple Popper. Like that is, yeah, it's like a conundrum. Definitely ironic. But if you are looking for a spot treatment for your acne, I picked this up at Target. Now a little tube of it is quite expensive. I think it was like $12 or $13. I guess not crazy, but I don't feel like you get a lot. But simultaneously, this little thing goes a long way. I would definitely recommend if you're looking for this. And I just like the fact that it is now available in drugstores versus just prescription, because back in the day, again, you had to have a prescription from your doctor to get this. So it's really nice that it is over the counter now and you do not have to have a doctor's visit in order to get it. So would recommend. But anyway, y'all, I hope that you had a fantastic July. I hope that you are as excited for the fall season as I am. What is your favorite? Tell me what your favorite season is and tell me what your favorite product was for the month of July. I would love to know. But all that being said, I cannot wait to catch you in Tuesday's video. I feel like, oh, by the way, I've moved Monday to Tuesdays. It just works better for me. Sorry, I hope that's okay. But anyway, I cannot wait to catch you in Tuesday's video. I hope you have a phenomenal weekend. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys!